She didn't change her marketing strategy. She didn't do any of that. Her action every day that was different to embody that version of her was simple. It was 2 moves. But that took a lot for her to get out of her comfort zone of wearing her yoga pants and only doing her makeup some days, That wasn't the 7-figure version of her. Hello, beautiful people. Tiffany Julie here, certified high-performance success coach. And in today's episode, I'm going to peel back the curtains and I'm going to tell you the truth about manifestation. Okay, let's set this record straight because there's so much jargon on the internet confusing people. And my clients come to me often because they see that I have manifested and created mind-blowing things in my reality. And I'm here to teach you how to do it. So you're going to leave this episode understanding how exactly to do this in your own life. Okay, I have created 7-figure businesses. I've healed myself from things the doctors literally told me that I would never heal from, and that was impossible. Okay, I have created amazing relationships, like money in my bank account as if by magic. I'm going to tell you some stories that are going to blow your mind in this episode today. So let's get to it. There are 3 ways that you can create anything in your reality. Okay, you can create any result through these 3 ways. 1 is hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. I have created 7-figure businesses from hustle. It works, okay? Number 2 way that you can create any result is through energetics. And that's where things get really wacky, okay? When you learn how to tap into this world, like, wow, you really surprise yourself. Okay, let's just say that. So there's the world of energetics, and I have created many things from energetics. And then there's the 3rd way where you have a combination of hustle and energetics. And I have also created a lot of things from this place as well. So I'm sure if you're on this episode, you want to dial down the hustle and you want to turn up the energetics. Okay, you're curious about how to do this. And I'm going to teach you how to create your results with more ease because that's the power of using energetics. Things become easier, things become more in flow. And I know that you want more flow and ease, okay? Less resistance, less oh my God, I'm going to get adrenal fatigue, like I'm running to get to my goal. And more hey, I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to take this waltz. I know it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. I know you want that vibe. So let's get you that vibe. So it's amazing that you set goals for yourself. Okay, most people in the world don't do that. Okay, so the fact that you do that, you're already a unicorn. So setting goals is amazing. Putting those on a vision board and taking these other steps is even another next level. So creating your vision board, maybe you make a list of affirmations when you set your goal that you're going to say every day to yourself. Maybe you sit and you visualize or you meditate, or you stick crystals in your bra, or you pull angel cards. I don't know what tools that you love to use to help you in your creation process. All of those are amazing, but they're not the only way. And they're not the only thing that you need. Those are tools to help you get in the energy and the vibe of the thing already being done, okay? And that's one part of the creation process. Because if you sit in your meditation or your visualization for 20 minutes a day, but then you get up from that and you go behave like the person that showed up yesterday and the day before that and the day before that to create the results you see today, and you don't change your thoughts, you don't change your energy, how you show up every day, you're not changing the actions that you're taking on a daily basis, there's no way you're going to be able to get there. You have to be about it differently every day. Okay? You have to be about it differently every day. And the good news is that you already have everything, the skills, all the vibes, all the things inside of you to be able to create the goal, because you wouldn't have been able to think about the goal if you weren't an energetic match to create it. Okay? So that's the good news, but we have to do the work every day to bring forward those skills, to tap into a greater energy, to take different action, to think different thoughts. And that's the name of the game. So embodiment is the missing piece on the internet that people are telling you. The movie The Secret came out and literally told everyone they could just sit there and visualize, and like then the car of their dreams would plop into their front yard as if by magic. And that's not how it works, okay? You've got to be and bring forward a different energy every day. Otherwise, it's going to be a long journey to get there, okay? You'll be hoping, praying, wishing, and it's not going to work for you. So manifestation can work for anybody. I don't care if you don't even believe in it. It's like, if you do what I'm telling you here today, you're going to create the result, okay? So I know that also you want to live into your potential and you want to create like mind-blowing results. You don't just want to create logical results. Like, how fun is that, to create logical results? And how energetics help you is energetics, when you can learn this like fundamentally, you will start to create things like beyond, like mind-blowing things beyond what you even thought possible for yourself. And if you go to tiffanyjulie.com and go to the success stories page of my clients, you're going to see that they have literally created like mind-blowing results because I teach them how to tap into this energetic world. So let's get into it. You already know that meditating and visualizing and the crystals in your bra ain't enough. So then what do you do about it? Well, you got to sit down and you got to get clear on who is the version of you who has already created the reality you want, who has already achieved the goal. Go to the end point and ask yourself who that person is. What do they think? How are they showing up every day energetically? How are they feeling every day? And what are the actions that they take every day? And that's how you want to show up. That's how you want to show up, because you're going to be training your brain and body to be already the identity of that person. Okay. And if you don't know, you can just go on the internet and look up anybody's blog, podcast, or whatever who has created the result that you want to create, because I guarantee you someone's out there that's already done it. And so you got to just figure out and get in their brain and say, okay, what are their beliefs? What are their thoughts? What are they thinking every single day? Okay. I guarantee they told you somewhere on the internet, somebody told you. And what's their energy? How are they energetically showing up? What's their intentions look like on a daily basis? What are their actions? What are their moves that they're making? And literally create this identity for yourself and ask yourself like every morning, okay, how am I going to show up today? Who is the version of me I'm going to show up as? Is it the past me, the old me, the person that created the results today? Or am I going to choose in all of the micro moments today to choose this new identity, to bring forward this person that creates the result that I want to create? That's the name of the game. That's full embodiment. And you don't have to do this 100% of the time. That's absolutely impossible for you to be high vibey and to think only good thoughts and to only take the right actions and have it be perfect. That's not the goal. That puts a lot of pressure on you and it's not realistic. So there are 12 laws to the universe. The law of attraction is only one of them, and everyone on the internet only focuses on that. But there are 11 other laws that you want to abide by in order to manifest. So the law of rhythm is one of those, and the law of rhythm says like you're gonna go through ebbs and flows. Like that's just the reality of it. And it's about honoring that journey and that process. And it's about being that person who already accomplished the goal above the 50% marker line. So what I mean by that is you want to be that person 51% of the time and above, okay? And then that's amazing. So you're more that person than you are the old you, okay? And when you go through this process, you're going to be going from the new you to the old you, to the new you to the old you. And you got to be aware. You have to be so self-aware of when you're doing it, like who you're being, okay, throughout the day. So you want to track this. You want to set intentions for this. You want to get triggers for yourself. So every hour, Alexa reminds me if I'm home, or my phone goes off and reminds me of who I'm supposed to be right now at this moment to create the results that I want to create. Then I realign myself. Every hour I'm realigning myself and I'm getting back into that vibe and that energy. So that's step number one. And step number two is for you to do things now like you are living in that reality. Do things now every day like you are living in that reality. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you have the version of you that accomplishes your goal is more adventurous, okay? They have a lot of adventure in their life. Maybe they travel, and so it's like, how can you add adventure into your life now? We don't want to wait until when, because that waiting energy sends out a signal in your energetic field that you're available to wait. You can live a version of your goal and the version of the life that you want to create for yourself. You can live that now. There doesn't have to be any waiting, okay? And I'm going to give you a few examples. So one of my clients, she doubled her revenue by doing this one thing alone, because she said, what is the 7-figure version of me? The woman that has a 7-figure business, what does she do? What's her vibe? She's like, okay, that lady gets up, she gets dressed, she does her makeup, she does her hair, she wears the fancy clothes in her closet that just sit there collecting dust. She wears those, and then she goes and hangs out at fancy hotels. And literally my client every day was like, got up, did her hair, did her makeup, busted out those fancy clothes, put it on, and waltzed down to the Ritz-Carlton, the Hyatt. And she literally would sit there, and sure, she couldn't have a full-blown meal there, or she wasn't at that point financially. So she would order a water, or she would get a coffee, or the cheapest thing that was on the menu wherever she was, so she could sit there and work in her fancy clothes and take in the vibe and the energy. And she was living her best life, people, okay? Living her best life. She didn't change her marketing strategy. She didn't do any of that. Her action every day that was different to embody that version of her was simple. It was 2 moves. But that took a lot for her to get out of her comfort zone of wearing her yoga pants and only doing her makeup some days, That wasn't the 7-figure version of her. Now, your 7-figure version of you, if that's your goal, is going to be different than hers. Maybe you don't want the fancy clothes. Maybe you don't do it that way. Maybe you do hang out in your Lululemons and no makeup, and that is the 7-figure version of you. I don't know, but whatever that is, you've got to start doing it now. So I woke up blind on my 32nd birthday. For those of you who know me and have been in my world for a while, you know this story. But for the people who don't, I'm going to tell you a little clip. So literally on my 32nd birthday, I was traveling in Malaysia, and I woke up completely blind, 100% in the dark. I had an emergency flight to the best hospital, the best eye doctors in the world. I flew there as an emergency, and they told me I would never be able to see again. They said, Tiffany, we don't know what happened to you. We've never seen this before. And I became their science experiment over the next 6 months, and they were flying in doctors from all over the world to figure out what happened to me, and they never did. They never figured it out, and they told me I would be blind for my entire life, and I was unavailable for that outcome, okay? I went on to heal myself, and it's like this big phenomena. Nobody can even believe it, understand it. It's like this miracle, but I created that. And how I created that was every single day I got up and I was like, what would the version of me who has perfect vision, what would she do? How does she show up? I could have showed up and been like, yeah, everyone needs to help me. I'm freaking blind. I'm a victim. I can't do my hair now. I can't get dressed. And I was like, no. Every day I'm going to get up, I'm going to dress myself, I'm going to do my makeup like I normally would, I'm going to take myself out for walks, I'm going to do the laundry, I'm going to cook for myself, I'm going to curl my hair. I had a lot of burns and my makeup looked wacky, and there were lots of days where I wore clothes that were inside out. There was many funny photos of me during that time, but my family was supportive, and I told them all to literally not tell me I'm blind, not treat me like I'm blind. People thought I was delusional and that I needed to go to counseling. And this is how I want you to be. I want people around you to think you are freaking nuts, because that's the energetics. That is living in that version of you, right? And I knew I wasn't delusional. I knew I was doing that intentionally because I know the power of energetics. And that's how I manifested eyesight back. And I actually have better vision now than before that even happened to me. Okay, so I could go on and on and on about how you need to embody that version of you. Okay, So if you do that, miracles will start to occur and happen in your life. And when your goal gets achieved, you are just not even going to be surprised. You're going to go, oh, of course, because that's me, right? That's me because you've been showing up as that person. So of course, that's the next logical step. And then I coach my clients through the disappointment because sometimes they're like, what the heck? This is the scam. I'm not even excited about this right now. Like, damn it. And they get upset. And it's like, okay, well, get used to it because this is what manifesting is. But you have the dream, right? You're in the dream. You're living the dream. Okay. You've accomplished your goal. So let's have gratitude for that. And let's honor the journey on what it took you to get here, because it takes courage and balls every single day to behave a different way, to think a different way, to change your energy, to focus on this, okay? And that's the vibe. That's what needs to happen. So those two parts have to happen. And the meditation and the visualization, hey, I visualized for 4 hours every single day when I was blind and I wanted to heal myself, okay? So I spent a lot of time in visualization. That was part of the equation, but it wasn't the entire equation, okay? I meditated every day. I took cold showers. I did all the things that all the people tell you on the internet on how to manifest, okay? Because I knew nothing about this world. I really wasn't even into personal development at that time. And so I was listening to everything that I could to try to figure out, okay, what do I got to do? Because I knew that I could do it as long as I believed in myself and kept taking actions based on that vision, okay? This is how I've created 7-figure businesses. This is how I'm able to travel the world, right? So it's like, what do you have to do? What is that version of you? And then make your plan and go take your action. Because listen, if you have same plus same equals same. So same thoughts, same energy, same action will get you the same result. Don't trick yourself. This isn't difficult, okay? And guess what? Along this process, you will start to fall more in love with yourself every day because you are standing for the vision. You are doing things differently. You are a representation of that vision, and you're unavailable not to live a version of that now. This is not a waiting energy. This is the deciding that you get to have it now. There are variations of your vision that you can start living into today. I was walking outside like a full seeing person could do and would do. I was dressing myself because that's what someone who has full vision did, okay? And when I stood up like that every day and I said, no, I'm going to do this, then the entire world around me started to shift, okay? Because your external reality is just a mirror to what's going on inside of you and around you, and you're the one that decides that, my friends. So you have the power within you to create anything that you desire. You don't even have to believe it 100% that it can happen, because I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't believe that I could heal myself 100%, but I knew what I did believe in was my ability to figure it out and my ability to show up every day, because that's what I wanted. And I loved myself enough to do that. And I wanted to honor myself enough to do that. And so you will every day fall more in love with yourself. You will have higher levels of confidence because you're the type of person that does the damn thing, right? That follows through with what they said they wanted to do. And you're not putting your results in the hands of the universe. This is a co-creation process, baby. The universe is not Santa Claus. You don't put your order in and then wait for the delivery, honey. Okay, you put your order in and then you go and march yourself to those actions, those thoughts, those vibes, those energies every day until that package arrives. Okay, so have the most amazing manifestation creation journey. And as always, if you would want one-on-one support with this, so I can walk you through this process and I can help you come up with your own things and get clarity around what you can do today, then book a consultation call with me. Go to tiffanyjulie.com to do that, or the link to book that call will be in the description box below or above this video, somewhere around here. But if you can't find it, go to tiffanyjulie.com, and I would love to support you in achieving your mind-blowing ambitions and goals that you set for yourself, because listen, nothing makes my heart beat bigger than when my clients come into my inbox and the email or the message always starts with, "You won't believe this, ... And I'm like, yes, this is gonna be amazing what I'm about to read, okay? I get so many of those literally every single week. My clients are like manifesting and creating like the most amazing things, and it's the most fun thing to do, okay? So stop taking the pressure off yourself. You are already the person that can achieve what it is that you want. You just got to choose to show up as that person more often. And it's as simple as that. So anyway, I love you. Go out there, take that action in creating your wildest dreams. If you've enjoyed this conversation with me today, you will absolutely love working with me one-on-one in my high performance coaching program. All my clients say the same thing. Tiffany, I don't recognize my life. In a short period of time, one round of coaching with me, just a few months, you literally will transform every category of your life and take all of it to higher levels of success. Book a consultation call with me. It will be the most transformative hour of your entire life, guaranteed. The link to do that is in the description below, or head over to tiffanyjulie.com. Listen, sometimes we have to admit that we've taken ourselves as far as we can go. Every extraordinary person will tell you that they have a coach, a mentor, a trainer, a teacher, someone that can hold them to a higher standard, someone who can be there to push them to their edges so that they can know what they're capable of. Honestly, my clients are like, Tiffany, I don't recognize my life. I didn't even know I was capable of these achievements. I didn't even know this was possible for me. They're mind blown and they just want to keep going to entirely new levels. I'm going to teach you how to do that in my high performance coaching program. So book that conversation, and I cannot wait to support you in achieving your next level.
After our first actual coaching call, I went from a complete funk to boom, immediately back in the game, better than I had been ever before. She'll help you go to a level that you've never been before. Literally, some of the greatest transformations I've ever been in my life have been conversations with her, and the results have been astounding. My business grew, my income grew, which are all great things, but I have to tell you, my personal happiness went to all new levels. My relationship with my wife has gone to all new levels. I'm a significantly better husband and father than I was. My spiritual growth has been unbelievable. My connection with Source, my ability to manifest and create. There's been no greater investment I've ever made. Any of the investments I've had, any of the stocks, any of the investments in cryptos, any of that stuff, nothing has paid me better than investing in myself and working with Tiffany Julie.
I've had my biggest month in business, which was over $60,000. I made the same amount of money that I did the previous year in half the time.
Helped me get dialed in on my marketing strategies and really coming up with a plan that felt easy.
My income has quadrupled. I am more productive. I just have this deep knowing that I can accomplish the goals that I set forth.
I'm 10 pounds lighter and more ripped than I've been in the last 10 years. And I literally feel like I'm 10 years younger. And
my business grew, and basically in a few months, my revenue doubled. So it's pretty amazing that I was able to grow this business in such a short time.
I also was able to leave my 9-to-5 and launch 3 of my own business ventures.
My self-confidence was boosted. I felt so much more empowered. I believed in myself so much more.
One of the most important things that she really helped me is to bring back my innate happiness.
I had my biggest month in business. I got an entirely new website with new branding. I revamped my coaching programs and packages. I doubled my pricing. I created a new lead magnet. I started a podcast.
I broke into my first 5-figure month. Then we did some next level branding and positioning, which was huge to actually get some really clear messaging going.
Tiffany's the real deal. Jump in, hire her. You'll thank yourself.
It's some of the best money I've ever spent in my life, in my business life.
So if you're looking to grow, try something new, do something different, achieve the next level, just become the best version of yourself, Tiffany is an excellent choice to entrust your future with.